Beautiful story there. I love that deeper dive of some of the history that stands here in the Bay Area. You always learn something new.
Oh, I love Liz's stories. Plus the view from those windows.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I would love that kind of a view over the water, the beautiful
yeah.
sunshine that we're going to be seeing all weekend. And I'm hoping that it's going to stay beautiful for the whales. I have been wanting to catch some whales. And we talked about this a little bit earlier, how I joined the Pacific whale watching group. And they're actually migrating south right now.
It's that time of year.
That time of year. So Pacifica, you might not see as many, but down in Monterey, if you want to take a whale watching tour, you still might get a few beautiful shots of some orcas, some whales, maybe even some dolphins out there, because there's barely a cloud in the sky all across Monterey and even the Bay Area. And by the afternoon hours, we're going to be seeing those high temperatures sitting in the upper 60s to low 70s, even along our coastal communities. So if you want to go on a whale watching tour, you probably want to bundle up. If you want to head inland, though, those high temperatures are going to be in the mid 70s. And all across San Francisco, we'll be seeing those high temperatures warming up a degree or two even more tomorrow. Inland communities today, we're going to be sitting in the mid to lower 70s. Tomorrow, we'll be in the mid to upper 70s across the inland communities and down into the Santa Clara Valley. Areas by the Bay are going to be sitting in the mid to lower 70s to upper 60s, and areas directly along the coast are going to be in the mid 60s. So everybody tomorrow and today is going to be seeing plenty of sunshine. So I really hope everybody can enjoy themselves, because by later tomorrow afternoon and evening, you'll be noticing a thick layer of cloud coverage that's going to be arriving. And this is going to be the first round of clouds ahead of that storm system that's going to be impacting us through the later parts of the upcoming week. Let's look at what we're seeing right now, though, all across the United States, because California is actually really lucky this weekend, because there's a storm system moving across the Pacific Northwest. That storm system is not going to be impacting us. It's this one that's just behind it that is going to be digging even farther south. And the really interesting reason that it's going to be heading farther south compared to the past couple of storms that we have seen is actually because of a typhoon that is well off in the central Pacific. But what it's doing is it's allowing the jet stream to nudge a little bit farther south. By the time that we step out into early next week, it is going to be a very active weather pattern. Again, there's that storm system that's going to be traveling down the west coast thanks to being pushed downstream from the remnants of that storm system. We're going to be seeing quite a lot of rainfall across the Bay Area. We're going to be taking a direct hit, potentially seeing upwards of 1/2 of an inch to 1.5 inches of rain all across the Bay Area through the time that we step out Monday and into Tuesday. Widespread rainfall is likely, and that rain is going to transition to snow on top of the Sierra, and there is the potential for the Sierra to see upwards of 8 to 12 inches of snow above 6,500 feet. So a lot of snow is on the way, and a lot of rain is on the way all across the Bay Area. Central and Northern California is going to be seeing quite a lot. But what I also want to take a look at is the fact that this is a low-end atmospheric river. What an atmospheric river is just a stream of moisture. Let's zoom in on this storm system right here. This atmospheric river is the stream of moisture that's going to be pushing into the Bay Area. So this wraparound moisture is technically a low-end atmospheric river. It's not what you'd typically expect. It's not that jet that we normally see from Hawaii, but technically it is a stream of moisture, and that technically makes it an atmospheric river. Again, a low-end one at that, but it is still something. And how much rain can we see? Take a look at the bottom right corner of the screen, because early in the morning Monday, it's going to be quiet. But by the late morning and afternoon hours, widespread rain is going to be moving across the area, and heavy rounds of showers as well. These areas in darker red and orange, these signify those heavier downpours, and there could potentially be upwards of 1 inch of rain falling by the time that we step out Monday and Tuesday of next week. Let's take a look at our few different models that we have, because it's still a little bit uncertain exactly how much rain we'll be seeing. Early Monday morning, we'll be seeing a couple of isolated sprinkles as that storm moves overhead. But Monday afternoon, look at the widespread rain that we're likely going to be seeing, anywhere from 1/2 of an inch to over 1 inch on Monday afternoon. And Tuesday, you'll be seeing an additional 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. This is our high-end totals. Now let's look at our low-end totals, where we still could be seeing on the low end 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch, and on the high end, even down in San Jose, 1 inch of rainfall through the time that we step out into mid next week. Look at all that rain on the way. That is amazing news, because we need it. However, there's a first alert weather day in effect on Monday, because the amount of rain that we're going to be seeing on relatively dry soil, all of that rain at one time could potentially lead to flash flooding. There is an elevated threat on Monday afternoon. Keep that in mind. Clear out your gutters this weekend when it is going to be nice and quiet, because it's going to be a very active and potentially dangerous start to the week. Back to you, Max.
Thank you for that.